Hello and welcome to the fifth quarter. I'm Ben, this is Jordan, and we're going to talk some basketball. What are we talking today?
We're talking the finals, conference finals.
Yes.
East and West. We've had only 4 remaining. But before we get into that,
Yeah.
my little piece for today
Give it to
is
me.
this beautiful little game here.
Oh, here we go.
Now, I like to think of myself as a big time shooter. Boy! Your turn. Pressure's on. Okay.
Cash.
Oh my goodness. We'll be back.
Hmm.
This little game, I don't know, hours of fun. Hours of fun. Oh, why am I putting that on my paper? Anyway,
Yeah.
conference finals. Let's start in the East because we like the East.
Well,
to start
firstly,
with the East.
You happy with these matchups? Do you like who made it through the conference finals?
I'm happy. I wanted Philly to win that game 7. And I honestly think they would have matched up against the Bucks better.
Yeah.
But Kawhi proved to everyone that he is one of the best players in the league. Not the biggest Kawhi fan, but he had an outstanding series.
Have we actually talked about...
We haven't, and we're going to have to touch on that.
I'll touch on now. It was a good game winner, not as good as Dame's though, really.
Oh, it wasn't as good as Damien's.
Yeah.
No matter what you say. Damien had time, he knew what he wanted to do, and he took an incredible shot. Kawhi, incredibly lucky shot. Like, he played it right. He knew he only had 3 seconds. He knew he had to get to a spot. He knew he had to put it over Embiid, but not as good.
I have to say...
Reaction was awesome, though.
Oh, reaction was fantastic watching that crowd.
Oh.
But Kawhi had one hell of a series.
Oh.
Like, that was a really good series.
Best since MJ, numbers-wise.
Statistically?
Yep, and on his
Like,
shooting percentage
Better
especially.
than D-Wade's final 06 final series.
I believe so. On points per game to field goal percentage
Yeah,
mainly
true.
is what they're looking at. Better,
That's
yes,
good.
which is incredible.
Yeah.
So that was the one little trade I'd do. But besides that, very happy.
Yeah.
I think Houston didn't demonstrate enough to beat Warriors.
Yeah.
They should have won Game 6, and they didn't.
Yeah.
So, anyway, East. We have the Bucks.
Yeah, we love starting in the East.
We do. So we got the Bucks, the Raptors.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so 2 predictions. We're already a couple games into the series, but we wrote down our predictions and our guy for the series.
Yes, we did.
And my predictions for the Bucks v Raps was 4-2 in 6 to the Bucks.
Yep.
I just think all round they're a better team, and it's that simple. That's about it. They got a better player. I think Giannis is better than Kawhi.
Yeah.
And 4-2. And my guy, and then you go, or do you want your prediction
No,
first?
go, give me
All right. My guy for the series was Mirotic.
Yeah.
He hasn't played super well since coming back from his injury, but last series started to warm up a little bit, started to hit some more shots, and I just think they're going to need their bigs to play well, and they really need their guys to shoot well.
Yeah.
If their guys aren't shooting well, then they're going to be in trouble a little bit. So that was my guy. Your turn.
Yeah. I'm going Bucks 4-1.
Yeah.
So get those brooms out. A little bit
Get
of
the
the gentleman's
brooms
sweep.
out.
Just a little gentleman's
A
sweep.
little gentleman's sweep.
I do think with this one, if the Raps do want to win it for some reason, it's going to come down to Kyle Lowry. He's going to have to be a player that he hasn't been in the postseason before, which I don't think is going to happen. Which is why my guy is going to be someone like Bledsoe. Can he be consistent and just give you solid numbers? Okay? Like if he can be solid, they're going to have no problem.
Yeah.
Because Giannis is going to do Giannis things, so they should be good. I will say.
Yes.
Another guy who I think could be a spark, kind of like Mirotic, would be Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
And admittedly, Brook Lopez already had himself a game.
He did. So let's get into the couple of games. First game, he was their best player. First game, and it was a tight game. One Raptors probably could have stolen, but down the stretch, my goodness, defensively and offensively,
Yeah.
Brook Lopez.
It makes you wonder how the Bucks got him so cheap and why he hasn't been so sought after.
Yeah.
Like, he developed a three-point
Man.
shot at the right time for the Bucks.
Honestly, Lopez's threes, crazy.
He's
Like,
one of the best in the league.
for a big fella too. And he's like, what I've really loved about this season for the Bucks, and it's on display right now, is they are perfectly moulded around their best player.
Yes.
Perfectly moulded. They knew Giannis could do everything but shoot. Pretty much. He can shoot. He has a game or two. But they knew, let's give him 1 or 2 bigs, but those bigs can shoot, and everyone else shoot.
Yeah.
And play and fast and fit. And their team is looking very good. So at the moment, it's 2-0. First 2 games, Bucks at home. One toughish win, first one.
Surprisingly tough.
Surprisingly tough. Second one, blowout.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be another close game 3.
Yeah.
Maybe the Raptors get it, maybe they don't.
Yeah.
I did say they'd take 1, so I guess I can't go for the sweep. I guess they take game 3. But then they're splitting it over in Toronto, and then I think they close it at home. But, we'll see. We'll see what Toronto's got.
They say that the series doesn't start until someone wins at home. In saying that, going down 2-0, even though you haven't gone back to your home court, is still pretty tough.
It is.
Mentally to get through that. So, how will they respond? Tomorrow morning is the game. How will they respond? After the first 2 games, I said 4-2 in the series. I got a feeling it could be a sweep.
Yeah, I think they're going to respond by going down 3-0, to be honest. Not
a response.
Yeah.
And then from there, they lose the conference final, say, they got some big decisions to make in the off-season. Because Philly's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Bucks are only going to get better. If you watched our previous episode, I reckon Knicks are going to possibly be a big push for a big team. Like, what do they do? Can they keep Kawhi?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because he's free agent, so
probably not.
He's walking to the Clippers.
Yeah.
I think.
And this is their shot, so they have to win the next 2. But Bucks just look too well rounded.
Do you think though that it was a good move for Masai Ujiri to take that trade for Kawhi?
That's a good question. I think yes. I personally think they were never going to get better. Like, say right now, they didn't do the trade. They've got DeRozan and the same team that they had.
Yeah.
They would have lost to the Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They would have lost to the Sixers.
Yeah.
So they're a worse team. So I think they get 1 good year and 1 year to try and persuade Kawhi to stay.
Yeah.
And it has worked this far. Unfortunately, I think it needed to go this far for Kawhi to stay. So they've gone all the way and just missed out.
Because I think, by the way, I can respect what Ujiri did by just going all in. I think it's important that you go all in rather than having just a whole bunch of mediocre seasons one after the other. So what they did was good. I lost my train of thought. I lost the mid what I was going to say.
It's just I don't know if it is. I think it was worth it for the fans. 1 good shot at the title, but in the end it hasn't worked. Yeah. And to be honest, they're done.
I just got my train of thought back. Okay,
continue. Keep it rolling.
I was just saying.
Just like those shots.
Damn it. You should have done. Kawhi has seen what his team is capable of. He now knows what these guys can do.
Yeah.
And I think he looks at the team and thinks, we're not contenders.
We're not taking to go
elsewhere. And he wants to go. He doesn't... Like, he likes it in Toronto. He said he likes it in Toronto. Yeah. But he doesn't like it more than he likes LA. Nah. So... he's leaving.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, across to the West.
Oh, yes.
My boys, Portland, we've made it. We finally made it. Beautiful Game 7 win on the road, and now into the conference finals. But to come against the juggernaut that is the Warriors.
It's tough. It has looked tough in these first couple of games. But before it all started, we still had our predictions. And of course, as a smart, young Portland fan should say, I predicted them to go and win the series 4-2. 2 reasons. 1, you always got to tip your team. 2, I did think that if we could steal a game in the first 2, we could be in with a real red hot go. And you almost did.
And yeah, well, my guy for the series was I didn't choose a guy. I just said the Portland centers.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they going to do? They've been so good, but they're about to verse a team that is so good in transition. A team that will put you in pick and roll situations. How does Collins, how does Cantor, how does Leonard, if he gets time, react to a Golden State Warriors team? And that was my big question, because obviously the Stars are going to do what they're going to do, and it was always going to be hard for Lillard and McCollum. They're always going to, but that's why these guys need to stand up. How about you? What did you say?
Well, my hope was that the Warriors would win. Obviously, I really did want that to happen.
The Warriors to win.
Did I say Warriors?
You did. We
Sorry.
know what you really believe.
No. My hope was that the Warriors would lose. Sorry. And Portland will go through. I just love the story of Portland just showing everyone that they're wrong, basically, about them. But I predicted that the Warriors would win in 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is fair.
I really did think it'd go. They'd hold home court.
Yeah.
For the first 4, and then the Warriors
would finish it off. Yeah.
But I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
My guy for this one, I really think, especially with Kevin Durant out, it was Draymond Green who needs to do things, and we've actually seen him step up quite a bit.
My goodness. He has... Game 3 just finished today. Portland, another big lead, dropped it, no energy in the second half. Draymond Green was the best player in that game. Game 3 and possibly Game 2. He
was their engine the whole time.
Even Game 1 he was good, but they blew him out. It didn't really matter. But he honestly, if he didn't play well in that first half today, they wouldn't have been in it. Because that was semi in it. 13 points for the Warriors is them being in it. But it would have been 20, 25.
Yeah. What I like that he's done, he's their defensive anchor. But Kevin Durant is an amazing defender, yet he's just picking up just that extra level for defense. Just making sure everything's covered out there. On top of that, he is making sure people get their shots.
Yeah.
And he's also managing to keep the scoring going. With Kevin Durant out, you would assume it's like Thompson and Curry that would keep the scoring, like bring that up. But no, he's making sure that it's still well spread and that he's bringing some offense just to make sure the load's not all on them.
Yeah.
And I think he's just covering every base.
He is... Today, they you know how they wire up the players and you can hear what they're saying? He doesn't stop talking.
No.
Jordan Bell went for a mad fast break dunk, shucking a fool, rim out, and his comments to him straight away was, hey, I've missed shots today, Curry's missed shots today, Thompson's missed shots today, people miss shots, keep playing.
Yeah.
Like, he just keeps going.
Yeah.
And I do respect him for that. And look, they have shut down Lillard. They have shut down McCollum, but McCollum has also just been a bit off. Like today, he missed 4 out of 5 free throws in a patch. Like, they really squished those guys. I feel the centers have stepped up, but unfortunately, the Warriors' experience and just poise in big time moments have demonstrated that they're a class above the rest.
Yeah.
People are like, no Durant, they're a better team. That's not true. They're just experienced. They know their team. They know how to play if a guy's out. If it was Curry who was out, they would be in the same situation. They would just be playing it a bit differently.
Yeah.
You know, they just know their roles so well.
Yeah, I agree with all that. And just looking at Portland play, they're devastated.
It's a bit disheartening as a fan, and just as anyone watching. And my biggest problem is I reckon Lillard and Portland will get bashed a bit by the series. Especially if it's a sweep, they'll be like, they're not there, blah, 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 Lillard wasn't big. And it will dismiss everything they did to get there. You know, they lose their big centre and they go and beat the second best team in the league, in the West, and Thunder. Both series, both teams, no one thought they'd win.
Yeah.
But if they get swept, I bet you, just all that work goes for nothing. But no one has ever come back down 0-3. Ever in the history of the NBA.
That's true.
But just like this ball, I'm going to get it in. He's going to get it in. And then Portland's winning in 7.
Oh man, do you need me to do it for you?
Okay.
Yeah.
If Ben makes it,
I've already made the no look, so I can't go and miss the look now.
50-50 chance, I guess.
50-50.
And if anyone knows me, I'm going for it. Portland in 7. Not even look. Okay, I'm gonna look. I really need to look.
Oh my! That was like a CJ McCollum free throw. Off the front of the rim.
Off the front of the rim.
Oh.
But in all honesty, I hope Portland can win game 4, then they go and win game 5,
Mm.
then game 6, and then we'll see what happens in game 7.
They will win game 4.
I hope so. I hope they show a bit of fight and resistance in game 4. But the Warriors look like they're going through to the championship again. It looks like they're going to be facing the Bucks, which we will cover in another episode. But
Yeah,
interesting.
very.
But until then, got a little history, boy, for you.
What a segment.
Okay.
What a segment.
The history
All
will
right.
be, it's about a player.
Okay.
Who? Where do you want me to start? Do you want me to start when he started playing, who he played for, or do you want me to just give it to you?
You give me the least helpful information first.
The least helpful
Least
information.
helpful.
Plays at centre position. Played at centre position. His whole career.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
that isn't helpful right now.
No.
Not very helpful.
He led his team
Mhm.
to first round losses. His whole career.
Oh.
If I'm correct. I'm 99% sure. But I'm going to keep rolling with it.
Okay, so I've got someone in mind.
I think they maybe got to the second round once, but we'll roll with that.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep going? Or
Yeah,
you want
no. I need more info.
Now this is very hard because any more information I give makes it too easy. So
Wait, hold on. Let me ask one question.
one question.
This will change my train of thought. Is he Asian?
Yes, he is. Who is it?
Yao Ming.
Yao Ming.
Yeah.
Yao Ming made me think of Yao Ming the other day because the FIFA World Cup's coming up
Yeah.
in China.
He's an ambassador.
And he's a massive ambassador, rolling for that. And I was just like, Yao Ming, give him a shout out. And back in the day when I first started watching the NBA, massive McGrady fan, and I watched the Rockets a lot, and I liked Yao Ming. But that boy and Tracy McGrady could not win a playoff series.
They could not have, and they should have.
Oh, they should have. They really
My
should have been in the conference finals.
Yeah.
But my goodness. But Yao Ming, nice pickup. It was terrible on the information, but it was going to be too easy if I said Rockets,
Yeah, it's,
like 7-3 or whatever it is.
That's what made me think of it as well, because you didn't want to say any. I'm like, as soon as you say a team, it's going to be a lifer
Yeah.
there, and anything to do with height. So
Anyway, there's some history for you, boy. Anything else?
and I think that covers it. Should we go eat?
Let's go and eat.
Yeah.
We did.
See ya.